What's up, guys? This is Fonzarelli Fellhand, and today we are on Tiepval. It's an old Klingon village that makes the pots that are used as latrines on the mighty Klingon battleships. Or at least that's my take on it. Anyway, we are in AMX Chaffee's here, as you can see. Now, guys, the reason I'm not going to call this a scouting video, this would be close to what is referred to as an active scouting video, but I'm trying to kind of save the ones that I do some good assist damage to kind of show you. Now, a lot of times, guys, you know, if you get there in a given position, in a light tank, in a medium, in whatever, sometimes you're just not going to pull damage because you're not going to have a good LOS, meaning line of sight, on the bad guys. Someone else is, and they're going to pull the assist damage. Now, granted, you know, we do good damage. We do damage. But the problem with that is we don't necessarily do a lot of assist. And sometimes, guys, that's just how it's going to be. You watch pretty much anybody out there. Sometimes, you know, they're going to make things happen. Sometimes, you know, they're not going to make things happen as far as the assist goes. So just keep that in mind. Be aware of it. So, you know, moving on, we will kind of, you know, go off that. I don't know why this guy is trolling me. I don't know. Maybe because I'm in a baby tank, but who cares? Either way, so guys, in this case, as far as being on Thiepval, I think, which is how you actually pronounce it, pushing the left flank in this particular case is just really good because, you know, they always post up on top of that hill. You're always going to have some good shots. As you can see here, we're in a tier 9 match, which is, in my opinion, the best matchmaking you can get with this tank, because, you know, obviously bigger tanks means more HP to farm. Now, granted, you know, I've said it again, I'm going to say it again. I've said it before, I'm going to say it again, that I wasn't a fan of the +4 matchmaking simply because, you know, there were so many things tier 10 that can one-shot you. There's actually a number of things in tier 9 that can one-shot me. And I just was not a fan of fighting tier 10s in this. So just FYI. You know, just, you know, throwing that out there. Now, getting on this hill, guys, what you can do is you can proxy spot a lot of people on this hill if they were actually on this hill. Now, granted, of course, this is not going to be a scouting tutorial because we simply don't get very much assist damage. But, you know, in the future, before I make this video, you can you can have that idea in your head that a lot of times you're going to see some of the good scout players just kind of roll on the side of this hill. And what this normally does is, if you have a lot of guys behind you, and if you have guys on top of this hill, you're going to proxy spot them. And what that means is they can't just drive down the hill and shoot you. Because, why? Because, you know, you normally have some guys behind you. Now, granted, of course, this is totally different circumstance because we don't really have anyone behind us. We're all on our lonely right here. So just keep that in mind. I'm not really wanting to... I didn't really scope that gentleman to the last shot, and the reason being, those tanks are normally very thin-skinned. I've got a 24 perk crew on this. I kind of figured it would aim in fairly quickly, and I could kind of just put some shots in there. And, you know, we ended up making it happen. But, you know, it seems like in the bigger matches where, you know, you have longer reloads, so on and so forth, that's kind of where it really ends up paying off, to make sure you aim in every single shot, especially guys in the bat chat where, you know, you've got a 40-second reload behind you. Either way, it's neither here nor there. Aiming is always a good thing unless you can't aim. If you can't aim, then yeah, I would go for auto lock. Moving on. As you can see here, guys, the team here is just, we're wrapping it up very nicely. We're making a lot of things happen. You know, we've got some good shots here. That gentleman just got annihilated, but we kind of cleared out this area, you know, more or less by our lonely. We've got some good shots at a waffle right here. You owe me 2,800 silver. Got some good shots at a waffle right here, putting some rounds down range. And, you know, it's the AMX Chaffee, guys, at this tier is death from 1,000 cuts. That's the only way I can describe it. It's not quite, you know, the amount of hatred a 1357 sprays out, but it's still, you know, you're only doing 100 and some change to a tier 9. So, you figure even a Tiger 2 with its HP, you probably have to hit it at least a dozen times. So that's why it doesn't really budge the needle very, very much when we're shooting at these tier 9s. So just, keep that in mind. And, so far this is like, my jam. This is kind of my go-to tank here recently. I have this thing for a while. I wanted it. I bought it. And I just never really seem to run it. And it is just pretty daggone sweet. So expect to see more videos of this. I kind of also want to get the Lycan because I think that's something I would really like. I do have the American version, but I want the other version. And I have got the 1357 as a loaner. I just kind of want to buy that thing now. I really want to have it in my garage because the way that thing can empty the clip is just utterly amazing. We did have a good game. 3 tiers down, 26-61, 71 assist damage. That's the most important part. But as you can see here, guys, we didn't really do any proper spotting. We got just a little bit, and it was mainly by accident. But sometimes, guys, even if you're in a light tank and you're 3 tiers down, you do have to carry as far as the damage goes. So just be ready for that. Guys, I really hope you enjoy. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. We're going to have some giveaways next week. We'll see you guys next time.